Hi guys, and welcome back to Auto Social UK. Now have I got a treat for you. I'm actually in Germany taking an exclusive look at a very exciting concept car. The car that I'm taking a look at today is the Vauxhall Opel Experimental. Now I know how everybody feels about concept cars. No one really knows how much we can take a concept car and expect it to come into production. But when it comes to Vauxhall Opel products, let's take a look at the last car that they released as their concept car, the GTX Experimental. That car, a lot of the design came over straight to the production mock-up, which means when you've got something that looks as exciting as this, well, how great is that? This could actually be hitting our roads. Okay, it won't be exact, but we always know that when it comes to concept cars. But we can take little elements from this new experimental model and we can kind of have a look into the future of what cars from Opel Vauxhall could look like. And if this is anything to go by, well, that's very exciting. So if you want to find out everything you need to know about this new concept car, then make sure you keep watching. And if you like new car reviews and car content, then this is the place to be. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Whilst today I will be able to tell you all about the external design of the Experimental, Vauxhall are keeping the interior secrets close to their chest until its public debut at the Munich Motor Show in September. I did, however, get to see the interior via VR, so you get to see me wearing some silly goggles and looking rather funny. From the one photo that they have released, we can see a square steering wheel, similar to that that's been rumoured for the new Peugeot products, sharp dashboard and a projection in front of the driver. Opel Vauxhall wanted to concentrate on not only the future, but also focusing on their heritage as well. So they looked at all of their models, even from the 60s, and wanted to see one key element which was always on all of the models. And for them, that was this line that runs down the centre of the car. They chose to make this a focal point, to focus on the past as well as the future. But that new focal point has now become the compass. So these four lines across the bonnet and through to the lighting signature create the new signature for Opel Vauxhall. And I personally think that it looks absolutely fantastic. It puts all of the focus onto this badge lit up in the middle. And how fantastic does this badge look in the new 4D visor? We always knew that Vauxhall and Opel are focusing so much on this visor grille, and I'm so glad that they have. But I love the fact that they're still elevating it. We first saw that visor grille on the previous 2018 GTX Experimental, and then once again we've seen a new elevated grille, and this time it's gone even further and pushed those boundaries. Lighting within the grille can also illuminate elements throughout to replace the need for conventional indicators. The floating badge can also be found at the back of the concept car, with once again that compass signature creating a striking look. But these compass lights don't only look fantastic, they also can serve a purpose. And in this instance, it can display the car charging, and then as it's fully charged, it will illuminate the Vauxhall badge. How awesome is that? It's got such a strong brand identity. On electric cars, aerodynamics is so important, even more important than when it comes to combustion cars, because you want to be able to maximise that range. And for this experimental model, they've worked so hard on their aerodynamics. This part of the front diffuser can actually drop down to reduce your ground clearance and send all of the air up past that and through the sides and over the top of the car. These parts on the side will actually open up to maximise that aerodynamics. Think of it a bit like a fish's gill. It will open and close to let air through at different moments, sending it all the way to the back of the car. We're always talking about tailpipe emissions, But those aren't the only emissions that come from cars. There's emissions in other areas as well, and this is where Opel Vauxhall has concentrated on looking further than other brands. For example, if you look very closely at the back of the car, you can just see a little filter which says detox. The idea behind this is detoxing all of the emissions from the vehicle, and that includes everything that comes from the brakes, because this can be very harmful. So to combat this, they've put a filter in place to take away that brake dust. The glass that's been used around the car is called electric chromatic glass. Now, the purpose of this is to be able to fog itself like it has here. For instance, this is to give you privacy, whether you're using the autonomous driving, whether you're charging, it stops people from being able to see in. But then you can change it to be clear and look like conventional glass that we're used to. You'll also notice that there isn't any wing mirrors on this car. So where are they? Well, if you come a little bit closer, at the top here, you have the Intelli 360 vision. Now, Intelli lights are always something which have been used on Opel Vauxhalls, but in this model, there's something very much more advanced. So this will give you a 360 view of the entire car, meaning that you don't need to have those door mirrors. And of course, moving towards a driverless system, a car doesn't need rear view mirrors. So why have them to reduce the drag when you could eliminate them and just use cameras? Another key word is greenovation. So this is focusing on all of the sustainable materials and recycled materials used on this vehicle. For instance, on the wheels. This is a collaboration with Goodyear to work on recycled materials on their tyres. That's where you can see the little flecks of blue in these. And actually they've worked really hard to almost take the alloy wheel design and blend it into the wheels. Each one of these wheels is actually laser cut, so there's no added material, it's all the rubber from recycled wheels, but it almost extends that design. And how fantastic are these designs? Finished off with that illuminated centre cap as well. And I love the way that you've got all of the blades moving in different directions, and this is so intentional. It's a way to get the airflow past the tyres to maximise that range, but also to be able to cool the brakes. How exciting, right? I love taking a look at concept cars because it's almost like looking into the brain of the designer. You start to understand the reasons for things that they bring into production. It's like getting a glimpse into the future. And if the future looks like this, then I will be very, very happy. I love that new illuminated compass design. And now we know that illuminated designs are going to be legal in the UK and inside Europe, we can finally get excited about them. They always used to be something which was on concept cars, but never actually made it into production. But now we might start seeing them. And the different materials used, everything is just very, very interesting. And I can't wait to see what makes it into production. What about that steering wheel, right? Yeah, that could be a controversial one. But let me know, what parts of this experimental car do you like and which bits don't you like? Let me know in the comments down below and I bet I can guess. If you have enjoyed this video, please do go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. If you want to see more, then don't forget to go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Until next time, guys, see you later.